So, yesterday, I'm heading in to do whatever, showbiz, blah, whatever freaking thing I'm doing yesterday. I get a phone call from the head of the agency that distributes the nurses. Jim, I don't know what happened today, but this is all I can say is you need to. Oh my God, no! The first suggestion I would make is to get all the meds out of your family's home, because we don't know what your mom is doing to your father. Whoa! Wow. What's going on? I got a call from the aides this morning saying they really need to talk, and they were very distraught. And I have to look at the report, but it's something a little more serious, especially when this girl comes. Now, this girl's a godsend. She's godsend, this girl. And she said, this is what she said. She's like, and to hear this woman say it, like she's in trauma. Oh, shit. It was like she watched a beating, a mugging go down, and she's in full-blown drama. And she's like, I've been doing this for 15 years, and I've never seen this in my life. Oh, no.
And you know she's probably been in the trenches, man.
Oh, she's been in the trenches. She takes care of Alzheimer's, everyone.
She's seen some fucking shit.
She said she came over the house yesterday, right? And for some reason, the garage door was open at my mom's house. Now, there's people working on the house outside and it's filming. So every day she's like, I got to open the garage because they need to get in the garage. I'm like, well, whatever. All right. So the garage is open. She said she walked in the house and heard my father going, God, stop! And she walked in and found my mother, like, with his pants were pulled down, and then she turned and saw the aide. And so I'm just helping him with his pants, and then punched him in the stomach. Just pounced him in the stomach, right? So she's like, what is going on? She's like, we're just playing. We're playing. Wow. Now, in front of the aides, she said she would walk behind your father during breakfast and smack him upside the head and go, who's gonna take care of you now? I'm leaving you. And then smack him again. And then she went in the other room. Fucked up. She went in the other room to start making the report and start calling. She didn't know who to call. She doesn't have they're not allowed to have cell numbers. It's very involved. Mm-hmm. So she's calling her boss. The boss is not answering right away. While she's making the report, she hears, ah! And my mom was like twisting my father's arm, and his skin is so light.
Give him like an Indian sunburn?
But everyone knows he takes these drugs where if you just barely touch him, he'll bleed.
Oh, shit.
Blood thinners, right?
Yes.
Fulminant.
So he's getting the open, and she walked in, she said, and she was pulling his ear. And then I said, stop. You know, she went in, she broke it up, and now she's disturbed.
Of course.
Now she's freaked out.
I'm freaked out.
Let me get her.
Yeah.
She goes, let me get him some water. And she goes, I'll get him water. And she takes the water, and she puts her hands in the water, and she flings it on his face. There's your goddamn water. And kept... So, like you can't,
horrible.
Beyond horrifying. So, with that, my sister goes up. And now I know why he's got these bruises all over his arm. And he said he took the aide when my mom went in the other room, and he said, get me out of here.
Holy shit.
Get me out of here. And so then she immediately started calling everyone.
Yeah.
But she said this was going on for at least 2 weeks that she's been there.
Oh.
And she said a couple days ago, now my dad he passed out on the toilet, on the floor, because there was something wrong with his bowel movement. And she gave him she said, the aide was with like, what are you giving him? She's like, I'm giving him a laxative and some pills. And she's like, don't give that to him. He's going to get very sick. I know how to do this. And she goes, this is my house. You're just an aide. And she gave it to him, and he freaking pissed and peed and passed out. And she just sat there almost like grinning. Yesterday, we were going to call a cop. so he can be there until the aide showed up at 4. We got my dad, got him out of the house, into my house.
Yeah.
I call up my mother, and I go, and I'm very calm. I said, Mom, do you know I've got 4 reports of aides saying you've been abusing and hitting and punching Dad? And this is the moment I'll never forget the rest of my life. I had my mother my whole life, and it was like the most scary moment in my life. She went, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
I said, Ma, were you in the room? I was in the room, and I was helping your father. Where is this coming from? I said, Mom, are you saying you didn't hit you hit Dad? I have reports saying you hit Dad. They are making a police report. Do you understand that? I may have shook him once in my life, but everyone is just exaggerating. And I was like, you are a fucking sick, evil monster. I don't even know who you are. To hit a man in a bedridden, to hit and abuse another human in a wheelchair when I'm paying for you to be gone until you're sick. And she just was silent and has hung up. I haven't talked to her since.
Wow.
Now, I'd love to call her right now and prank and pretend I'm the police.
Oh, shit.
This whole uncomfortable, sad story
Give Travis the number.
turned into a prank phone call.
So I was thinking we can.
Wow.
So maybe
But
she
no,
doesn't.
at the end
Maybe
of the
she
day-
doesn't know she's doing it. Maybe.
Oh
she,
no, she
Oh,
knows,
does?
Rich, because
Oh.
she has a past.
Yeah.
She has a sick,
All right.
cynical past. I was the only child that wasn't abused, and I was the only child out of all of us that wasn't beaten and hitting and all that stuff.
How many brothers and sisters you have?
We have all halves. My mom's like a. You'll find the joke in that. Growing up, I would hear people say stuff like, black people, they got like 6 fathers. They don't know who their fathers is, and our family's black because I've got 5 kids, all different fathers, and we don't even know half them.
Oh, wow.
My sister's a complete mystery. We don't know, and she's got this scar on her face that my mom. We always said, "What's this? The fuck? What's the scar from, Mom?" Well, when she was a baby, they spilled acid on her by accident.
Who's they?
The ambulance people.
And who has acid just
in
laying around?
in like the 50s.
Yeah. Holy shit.
So
How are you alive? Holy shit. We would have missed out on some great comedy, man.
And
How are you alive?
Right. And my sister literally went to go have plastic surgery, and you don't really notice it because she's a beautiful person and blah, 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 and you just don't notice it until she goes, the scar on my face, and then like, oh, wow. And not until last year I realized it goes all the way down her neck. And, there's another thing yesterday the aide said. She goes, I came back at 4, and I know your father did not pee that much, but his whole bed was wet, his feet were wet, his clothes, that was not pee. I really suspect that she was throwing water on him. And I was like, oh, my God, are there burn marks?
Yeah.
Are there burn marks? Because she was definitely capable of boiling water and pouring it on
boiling
him.
water.
So he wasn't
man.
burnt, but, bro, this is my mother. This is my mother. Like,
That's fucking insane.
I'm out of my mind right now.
No
Like, this
shit.
I don't even know what to do. Do I hate her? Do I forget? Like, I don't even know where to go right now.
Do you have nice recollections?
I do.
Yeah?
I do. But right now, I'm just bad. Like, this happens in movies, not
No
in my
shit.
head. But I will say this.
It's like whatever happened to Baby Jane kind of stuff.
It's
Yeah,
freaking
yeah.
weird, man.
Yeah.
So, anyway, she's still at the house. He's at my house, and I left at my little 6-year-old playing war cards with him.
Yeah.
And she's he was laughing. She was playing with him, and then, he's in a great environment. Thank God. Maybe we saved his life a week early.
Yeah, I think you did.
Who knows?
I got the question. So, what is the problem between your parents? Does she feel like your dad did something way back in the past, and now this is a payback, or is it just old age?
He holds her back.
He holds her back.
I think. I don't know.
Oh, this is just
but for her whole life, though?
You're going to do this to me.
A whole life. And here's what's sick. The sick thing is...
Because she's got some, anger in her.
About she's always had it. But she's had it...
Your father cheat on her or any of that shit?
Never. Never. He's the first one that didn't beat her. Holy shit. Throughout her whole life, every husband she got made lots of money.
So there's a man issue there. There's like a... Yeah.
Every man made money, and every man ended up beating and abusing the kids. So I'm the only one that didn't happen. It didn't happen to. But my sister. It's like, they dropped acid on her face.
They.
They.
What do you mean? So why didn't you sue? You didn't do that back then. Wait a minute. So you have a baby, and while they're delivering the baby I don't remember what it was so long ago.
Uh-oh.
So we're all like, I think she did, who's her father? Yeah. He left. Well, where is he? I don't know.
Maybe you went to jail for this or something.
You'd remember something like...
Of course you did.
Your sister wouldn't she remember?
No, my sister hunted her dad down.
Oh, and she couldn't find him?
And she did find him, but she didn't want to for whatever reason, she stopped pursuing it. She got to talk to him for like 2 seconds and hung up, but because the plastic surgeon said that's a severe burn mark. How did the burn? I need to know what kind of burn it was. So she went to ask my mother, and she's like, I don't know what happened. It's like, Ma, you don't know how my face burned? I don't know.
That's like a parent remembers how a kid broke his finger or something. That would be traumatic.
Hey, you know what? She had, my dad's kids would come over and she'd squeeze their arms, squeeze their heads. Talk about how evil they were. Yeah, man, it's kind of crazy. Now it's all coming back to me. It's all coming.
Breuer,
it's all starting to come back.
So glad I took anxiety medicine before I did it.
Your mom, I always thought of her as just a sweetheart.
She was.
Every time I see her,
she has that side to her where she's funny, sweetheart, but she's got this sick, cynical, dark, evil side that
Now I know why we get along, man. There's some similarities there. I think your mom has mine beat. But there's a lot of similarities there, man.
Yeah, that's. I don't know many that don't have that beat.
So if you want, she hasn't taught, but she'll deny everything. Like I was gonna wait to, later with my show, but I'm like, she knows it's gonna be me calling.
We'll just give you this tape, and then you don't have to work so hard today.
That'd be great.
you can get
that would be great. This is better than therapy. I'll tell you that.
You did the whole setup here. You got to call her on our show.
I'll do it.
You want to do it right now?
And we got to figure out what. Do we call her as a social worker? Do we call her as a police officer?
Tell her you're giving free tickets to Motley's in Boston.
I'm fucking boss.
Let's go. We'll get this done.
You ready to do it?
She can't hear anyway. So.
All right.
No, I wouldn't give a shit about the company.
Just
okay.
Another issue.
just stammer through the. You're on the.
Yeah, as long as just say it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we're calling her now.
And we should hear the ringy dingy.
You're going to hear the ring.
Okay, very good. And then Breuer goes.
Will she wait? Will she get an answer?
She should. Because she's going to think it's my sister in Florida, which she's still.
With the burn
mark? Well, my sister
might
be there.
Oh, but you have to click the phone immediately when it's on hold, and then you'll hear the ring.
I don't have to do shit.
What's the social worker's name?
Speaking.
You pick one.
Art Vandelay.
What is your name? Charlie? Charles.
And will be Bill Tetley.
I'm Bill Tetley.
William Tetley.
William Tetley.
But it's just
right.
When we get nowhere, then we ramp it up to the second.
Oh, don't worry about it. Yep.
No answer.
Well,
Son of a bitch.
What happened? Not answering?
I don't know. We're dialing right now.
Okay.
I don't hear it going.
I don't hear it.
Okay, pick it up. Go.
Hello?
Okay. We got rings.
Oh, God. Oh, boy.
Hey, if you call your mom, I'll call my mom.
Hello?
Hello? Mom. Mom?
Yeah?
Hey, Monday, listen. We got to seriously talk about, listen, we have to really be dead serious and talk about what's been going on.
I know.
Okay? Now I have, to help you also, I got a hold of a therapist and a social worker that I have here with me.
Hello, Mrs. Breuer. This is William Tetley. Hello, how are you?
Okay.
All right? Now, they both... I just need to hear... Listen, I don't want you to deny what has been done. I don't buy that you don't understand what you did to Dad.
I don't know what I did to him.
You put your hands on him.
I do that all the time.
No, you hit him.
Well, maybe he was irritating really bad and I slapped him. I might have. Yes, I might have.
Okay, so yesterday, when I asked you if you did this, you lied to me and you said I did not hit him.
I don't remember doing it, Jimmy. I don't remember doing it.
Oh, Mom, you're as clear as day. I do not buy that. You're clearly lying. You are clearly lying. And you need to face what you're doing. Yesterday, you told me I may have shook him. Now you just told me I may have slapped his face.
I don't know. Oh, no, I didn't slap his face.
You'd slap his head? You pull his ears?
I don't...
This is written down in reports.
I may have pulled his ears fooling around, but I never pulled his ears.
That's not... You and I, when he's screaming to say stop, there's reports that you would put down the water and throw it in. You dip your hands. Yesterday, poke in the back of his head. What? Why?
What?
This is what I want to ask you. What is it that drives you to do that? Let's say he was annoying you. How is he annoying you laying in a bed? What makes you enter the bedroom and attack him while someone is being paid to take care of him, and all you have to do is stay out of his room? What was your purpose entering that room?
I don't remember.
You do remember, and you're going to tell me.
I don't.
So you just wandered aimlessly and said, oh, I'm in the bedroom now.
No, he must have said something.
He must have said something, or he did say something.
I don't know.
So why would you have to remember, you have never had a memory loss in your life. Yeah. I know that for a fact. You know that for a fact. You are not Alzheimer's, and you do not have dementia. You are clear as day. So I need you to explain to me and the social worker and the therapist who are also reading the reports. I'm trying to help you here so this doesn't get uglier. And what I need to know is to hear you, and you're not getting in trouble. I need you to vent. What made you go in the room? What was your initial purpose?
He might have been yelling at the girl.
The girls were not there yet.
Well, then he was yelling for me to come in, and I can't get him up.
But you know you can't get him up, and you've been saying this for a year already, and thus, matter of fact, the bed, you can't get him up, and the bed is made so he can't even get out of bed no matter who's there unless an aide is there. You know that, and I know that. So please, again, explain to me why you would go in the room.
If he has to, because I have to see what he wants, Jimmy.
Okay, what did he want?
I don't remember. He probably wanted to pee.
He probably wanted to pee? So you remember going in the room, and you think maybe he wanted to pee?
And I get the urinal for him, if that's what it was. And
okay.
I can't get his thing in the urinal, and he can't get it in the urinal.
Okay, so that frustrated you, I guess. That's frustrating. Yes?
And it goes all over.
But then why would you hit him?
I don't know why I hit him.
But you do hit him, Mrs. Breuer.
Once in a while, if he gets nasty with me.
Do you think that's right to hit a man that's bedridden, Mrs. Breuer?
No, it's not right. But sometimes it gets you. You just can't control your emotions anymore.
I think you have some deep-seated anger issues. I've read the reports, by the way, and there is definite bruising and signs of physical abuse to this man. And this has to stop. Where do you think this comes from in your past? I've talked to Jim about your past and different men. Is there a hatred towards men in general that you're harboring?
No.
No.
Could it be just that? Is it the money that you feel that he's, the aids are causing anguish from your bank account, maybe?
I'm worried about it, yeah.
But does that cause, because where I'm confused, Mom, is you seem to be happy in the place that you're going to be going. And I need to hear an honest opinion from you if you've been not telling me the truth, because what I got from you is, this is a great thing and I can't wait to do this. And I thought we were all in a great place. And is that true so far?
Yeah.
Okay. So here you are going, okay, I'm going to go away. My son is going to pay for it, besides the 2 mortgages he has and everything else he does, living on the road and all that. And he's going to take care of his mother here and his father.
No, I'm taking care of your father.
Well, you're taking care. Actually, Dad's taking care of from the pension he makes.
The pension don't cover it, Jim.
It covers 3/4 of it.
Yeah, just about.
Right. But wouldn't you fairly say, for the years of him being home taking care of your children, such as Patty and myself, and never hitting you and never abusing you like some of the abuse you had in the past, that maybe this man might be worth some of that?
Oh, yes, I think he's worth it.
You sure?
But don't forget, I took care of my children, too. I worked every day.
So did he. 3 jobs, I remember. No one's denying that. I remember my father being a sanitation, janitor, and bartender, all at the same time. Right?
Yeah.
So I remember both of you working. I remember that. Clear as a day.
Mrs. Breuer?
Yeah.
I read in one of the reports that you were smacking your husband's ears. This is very strange to me.
He got up one morning and said he couldn't hear. I didn't know if he was fooling or if he meant it.
Now, a gentleman of his advanced years, wouldn't you assume that he meant it and this wasn't a joke? And then to take the palms of your hands and smash them into his ears does not seem like a thing to do that would be healthy for this gentleman.
Well, he kept laughing at it, and we thought he was fooling.
From what I've heard and read in the reports, he did not find this funny.
Well, I don't know.
Mom?
Yeah.
I need to know where your violent streak comes from, because you clearly got worse the minute you got your place. And it seems to come out of almost like a childlike ha 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 ha. And I just, everyone here is baffled, and I didn't think we'd be in this situation where I have to tell people she's 85 and I now have places concerned about you going there to live, afraid you'll lash out to a neighbor or someone else. Because if you are capable of doing what you've done, which you clearly won't admit is wrong, and you clearly will not even apologize for, but rather just try to find reasoning for it, then there's a major issue.
If I will apologize to him.
I don't think it's healthy for you to even see him right now, because I won't believe your apology, because it's more to just clear your air. It's not a true apology. It's just to say, hey, I'm cool, and this is where we're at right now. We need to find out. If at the end of the day you said, you know what, I'm not going to lie to you, Jim, I hate your father, or I'm not going to lie to you, I've hated him for what I can understand to a somewhat degree.
I don't hate him.
I don't understand where the violence comes from. You clearly go out of the way to attack him at times.
Right. There's absolute violence, and from what I'm hearing here, it's excuses and it was a joke and it was this. You're not taking responsibility for the fact that you're physically abusing a bedridden, wheelchair-bound man. Where does that come from?
I don't know.
But you do assume it comes from somewhere.
It must come from somewhere.
Well, you have to have some idea of where it might come from. Can you reach back, perhaps, and
No, I can't.
and really think? When did this start? How long ago?
I don't know. I don't remember.
It's a lot I don't remember. You don't remember yesterday, but then you do remember. You don't remember hitting him, but then you do remember hitting him. You need to talk, Mom.
I don't know what to say.
Well, you're going to have to really think about what you've done, because there's a lot of eyes on you right now, and it's not healthy right now. And you have no clue the circumstance that you put everyone in. It's very uncomfortable for everybody.
I realize that. I'm uncomfortable, too. You're uncomfortable.
Jim's not going to let you see your husband, is what he's saying.
I can't. He's petrified. The thought of you petrifies him.
He wasn't petrified when he left yesterday.
Oh, when he got to the house, he would not eat, and he kept saying, is she coming here? Is she coming here? Do I have to go back? The reports that were made by not one, but 3 different aides that came there are, quite frankly, my spine is chilled, Mom, that I'm chilled. I'm really chilled. And I don't even know. I'm beside myself. I really don't. I love you, my mother, but I don't know if I even know you right. I'm very disturbed.
Well, I am, too, because...
Yeah, but you did it. So how, that is, I can say I hit my daughter. Why'd I hit my daughter? Well, I asked her to do this. She was disrespectful. I asked her not to, and she repeated, and then she lashed out and she hit, so I spanked her on the butt. And then I go, the emotions got the best of me. But you clearly go out of your way to go after him at times.
It's vindictive, it sounds like, yeah.
So, now let me ask you this. One of the reports said they're pretty confident that probably yesterday, there's no way he could have peed the amount of water that was in the bed, and they really think you might have just thrown water. Did you?
Oh, I did not. That's ridiculous.
I'm just asking.
Now, hasn't there been episodes in the past where she has thrown water at your father?
No, the reports were she would dip her hands in the water, and then in a condescending way, and then spritz it in his face.
Would this happen, Mrs. Breuer?
I don't remember doing that either.
You don't remember a lot, I've noticed.
She doesn't remember a lot.
And you say there's no Alzheimer's or dementia?
No, none whatsoever. She's clear as day.
So how come you don't remember so much when these episodes are going on where you're clearly abusing your husband?
I don't know. But I definitely didn't throw water in the bed. I was the one that said to him, my God, this place is soaking wet.
Okay.
Now, would that be crazy to think that you may have done something like that when, in fact, we've heard stories of...
Why would I do that?
Well, why would you hit him? Why'd you
pull his ears?
Grab his
poke him?
Arms
do anything?
To the point where they're bruised? There's physical evidence of abuse here.
I don't know.
We just want to understand.
So do I.
We just want to understand where this is coming from, why there's so much hatred, it seems, inside you.
You have to know. You have to.
I don't.
You have no clue.
No.
Is there a resentment that you have to your husband? That
No. No.
There has to be a little, Mom, which is okay and understandable.
I don't think so.
Do you feel angry because you think he's leaving you behind?
Because he went to Jimmy's?
Yes.
No.
Or he might be moving on, and you feel that you're going to be left alone, and there's anger towards that?
I don't know, because I know I won't be here that long to be left alone.
That he's following me on Twitter and you're not?
I can't hear you.
Nothing.
Yeah, I don't understand. So, I guess we'll...
That was Dr. Van Nostrum. He's a therapist.
Yes.
All right. Well, I would just think about things. I don't even know where to go because you, like I said, you clearly will not take action. You will not take responsibility in what you clearly know you did, and you're pretending like you don't know, and you're innocent, and you don't know what's going on. You know what's going on. You know what's going on.
How hard do you hit him?
Not that. If I hit him, not that hard. Not that strong.
But it does. It feels good though inside, doesn't it?
Huh?
It feels good inside though.
No, not really.
Takes a little of that stress away.
Maybe it's a stress release. Give him
Maybe it's that. I don't know.
And when you hit someone, it just feels good. You know it's wrong, but it just feels good. Are we onto something?
Huh?
Are we on to something?
No, I just...
I mean, you're...
I'm confused.
I've been studying this for 40 years, and you know, you're in a tough spot, obviously. It can't be easy to have an elderly husband that you have to take care of. And
I'm an elderly woman.
But you're more with it than your husband is, certainly. And it must just feel... It's just a relief to maybe lash out. I think we could agree with that, right?
Yes.
So how hard do you hit him?
How hard?
Yeah.
Not hard.
Do you try to hold back, or you give it, you give it 100%?
No, never 100%. I'm not that strong.
70, 80%?
Maybe 50%, if anything.
Yeah, I understand. We've seen this before. It's not easy, though, right? To take care of them.
No, it's not easy, but I do it.
And sometimes you just gotta lash out. Because you don't know what else to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where it comes from, you think?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay.
You think he deserves that?
No.
And you think of yourself as a rational human being, right?
Not completely at times.
Well, obviously at those times that's not rational behavior.
No, it's not.
Why do you continue doing it?
I don't know.
We need answers here.
Well, we've learned
we don't want to take this to the next step.
We've learned it's a relief. It's a stress relief.
It's a stress relief. But this is what I also told you, Mom. Do you remember? And I know you remember this. I looked at you and I said, Mom, when you're frustrated, when you're mad, when you want to lash out, call me any time of the day. And this was just a couple days ago. And you said, okay, what do you mean? I went, you know what I mean.
Yeah, but I can't call you any time of the day.
No, see, but what I'm trying to explain to you is you have openings and you have offers to approach these emotions you have before you lash out.
I gotcha.
You have other things to do to lash out. And when you can't control yourself from lashing out, whether it's pulling his ears, whether it's screaming at him, whether it's shoving his head, whether it's poking his head, whether it's giving him a smack, no matter what it is, you have to find another means of venting that frustration.
Have you ever punched him in the balls?
Have I ever what?
Hit him in the ball. I don't think.
No.
But you've seen that before, Doctor?
Oh, yes, I have.
Okay.
Do you feel like he doesn't appreciate you? Everything you do for him?
No, I just think he doesn't know where he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't be easy. We understand the it can't be easy part, certainly. We've seen this. But you can't hit him 50%. He's an old man.
I realize that.
88 years old.
Let me ask you this. What do you think is the best way to resolve everything right now?
I don't know. Maybe keep him over there and I'll go visit him.
I'm talking. Okay, what do you say, Doctor?
That's not going to happen anytime soon. There's too much denial here.
All right.
We're hearing way too much denial.
A lot of denial. That's what I'm saying.
We really need to get everything out on the table, exactly what has been going on the last few years, and then we can get past this. You're talking to a bunch of people here that understand the situation. But until you put it all on the table, we can't move forward with this. We cannot allow you to visit him anytime soon.
So what I'm saying is, I'll give you some time, but just like, I'm not saying you are, just like a criminal that gets caught stealing something, we'll take someone in our family, okay? Then we all know who. I don't have to go into names. And there was a time where the car was taken. They were in your house, and everyone denied everything. Do you remember that feeling of the denial?
Yes.
And how frustrating, and we all knew. And not only did that person deny it, and they were a different person back then, we all know that, but even the family members of that person was like, I don't know what you did. They went on attack mode. It's until that person finally said, wow, I can't believe what I did. And they really meant it and really acknowledged why they did it, is when that human being moved on in life. You have to find that, because you still have not accepted, or you have not acknowledged what you've done or what you do.
Well, Jim, let's try to find out what she's willing to admit.
Dr. Vanderlei, you might as well continue.
What are you willing to admit today? You said you've hit him numerous times at 50%. I'm assuming if you're admitting to 50%, it's probably more like 60 to 75% of your full strength. What else are you willing to admit today?
No, I admit that he frustrates me sometimes.
Have you thrown water on him? Not the flicking, but full cups of water, maybe a pot of water.
No.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Have you slapped his ears quite hard to the point where he may have yelled at?
I did when he said he couldn't hear, and he kept fooling around, and we didn't know if he could or he couldn't.
How hard have you pulled his ears?
Not that hard.
Well, the reports say differently.
Yeah, we're not going to get anything accomplished here.
We're
still in
denial about the whole thing. And from what I hear, we've been briefed, Mrs. Breuer, and from what we hear, there is a history that could date back to some of your children's history. That a lot of questions are being asked about certain people, siblings of Jim's, and what has happened to them in the past, perhaps abuse, things like this, such. You know what I'm getting at?
No, I don't know.
You've been confronted in the past with maybe scarring?
Maybe what?
I thought maybe you'd be able to tell me. How about abuse of the children? Were you around to watch the children being beaten as they were growing up?
I never beat my children. I never beat them.
I'm not saying you personally. I'm just saying, have you seen the children being beaten by men that you have brought home?
Yes, I have.
And you stood by and did what?
No, I didn't sit by. I attacked.
She did attack.
Oh, yeah?
Jim,
I can brief you more of that stuff.
Okay. Let me write that in my report. Hold on. I want to put a check mark there.
Why don't we do this? Just think about where a lot of this comes from.
Thank you.
and I want you to really think about, because between you and me, Ma,
Yeah.
you know, now places want to know if you're. They just want to know if, like, you're a potential threat around other people, and I try to explain you won't be, but we have it's reports now, so I'm just telling you, you need to come to a point, and you need to acknowledge, and you need to vent. You know, you were talking to that pastor for a while, and you were letting a lot out. Maybe you lost some of that. I don't know. I remember you at a different place, but you need to find something, Ma. I don't know if you pray. I don't know whatever it is. You need to find it. All right?
Okay.
All right. We'll talk to you soon.
Do you concur, Dr. H.E. Pennypacker?
Sure, why not?
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Chris Breuer.
Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Whoa. Dude,
Oh,
you scared me. I didn't want to.
Really uncomfortable.
Now, here's what's funny.
No, I didn't want to go anywhere with that.
Well, no, there's heavy stories.
Well, we didn't know
and
how.
the book, when she passed away, that book will be written.
Oh, really?
And it's heavy, and it's dark, but the past, she left one night, gathered up the kids after her, it's such a long story. She lived in freaking Brazil with this rich guy from Pan Am.
Holy shit.
Had a maid, but at the same time, the guy would come home, beat her, get into the kids, his own kids. And then one night, as my brother describes, taking a gun and shooting, trying to kill her out in the street, running around the car. They would hide at night with knives, waiting for him to come home, trying to kill him while he was sleeping. And then,
fucking crazy.
Oh, dude, you have no clue. I asked my sister one time, what was the, you know, you just kind of like, hey, man, what's the best time you ever had in your life? And my sister, one with the scar, said, the night we ran away from home and we got a hotel somewhere in North Carolina. That was the best sleep I ever had.
Just
in my whole life.
one night of being able to just not
Sleep.
worry.
I'm so naive of this because I never got any of this. I would hear my dad badge. I would hear my mom go like, "You're so stupid, and your kids ain't getting my goddamn money, and
Holy
don't think."
shit.
So I would watch that, and I had some anger towards any chick that would like attempt to talk me down. They were immediately out of the relationship because I'd see my mom coming out. So
Wait, your dad's kids too on.
my dad has kids from his first marriage, and you know he was a heavy drinker when he was younger. And he just came out. They came out of World War II, and they're like, "Here's some, go start some, you know,
Get a family
go
going.
get a family, baby, and he spread your seed."
You got to get the population back from the guys that died in the war.
Yeah, and sort of like the Iraqi and Afghanistan. No one's acknowledging them when they come home.
Yeah.
I mean, Jimmy will tell you, Norton, when we went to the Pentagon, I'm still shaken up from that day. These kids with no legs and no arms, and they're sucking in a tube. And here's the wife who has 3 kids, and she's starting to get resentful. And, you know, what do they get from the government? Hey, listen, thank you. So let's go to Britney Spears and damn, what's going on with Tom Cruise? Hey, Eddie Murphy. No one gives a shit. No one gives a shit. So, you know, of course they're going to drink heavy, or of course they're going to start doing drugs or kill themselves or whatever. But so yeah, he probably drank the shit out of himself. And so his second marriage was my mom, which I truly think she trapped him. Because she was in the middle of whatever, because they never got married. It was full-blown accident. And my mom was in between him and another guy, which my side explains, and then my stepbrothers. And then, see, when she said she never hit her kids before, she never hit me. But my brother will clearly say to this day, he goes, when I was 16, she smacked me for the last time.
Mm-hmm.
And I grabbed her arms and I said, "You will never touch me again." And then as soon as he was 17, he took off and never came back home.
Wow.
He went to the mountains. He didn't even have
got away.
electricity. He just left. So, I don't know. I'm waiting. It's going to be a great movie, great book, but it's wild, man.
Well,
Do you see that? Did you hear the...
Oh, yeah. You put us in a bad position because I didn't know how far we could take it.
Well,
so I went with the ball.
No, you were great.
And then Ed's going with the scar thing.
You were great therapy, and Anthony wanted to get that one, but I knew...
We were holding back, man, because I don't know.
I didn't know where she'd go with the scar. I know but I knew the minute she denied going, I never hit my kids. And I went, all right, she ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. Let's just end this now. Dude, isn't that crazy?
That's fucking, wow. Yeah, the whole I don't remember.
I don't remember.
That's an easy way out of shit. In my own life, I've heard that a million fucking times. Like, just fucking admit some shit instead of this. I don't remember. I didn't do this. We all know.
That is very odd. I don't.
It's psychotic. No offense.
Yeah, it's psychotic.
Is she on meds?
I don't remember.
She does do meds, but I'm telling you, I've seen her. It has nothing to do with meds. It's just she has this deep.
We were joking.
I was joking, cracking him in the ear. He thought it was funny.
Cracking him in the ears.
It's weird. I don't know how to relate.
Yeah. What do you think? She's so frustrated that she gets a little frustration out.
Yeah, you nailed it, Doctor.
I think she's living in fear.
Fear of what, though?
Fear of abandonment and being alone when he passes away.
Yeah, you could be right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, Rich? I know she definitely... Yeah, she definitely has that deep, deep fear because she often will say...
bringing up money.
You're right. No, he's right, though.
She's living...
What?
Sorry, I got to keep it funny. Cigars
you got to keep it funny, yeah.
Cigars and Scotch writes, Baby Jim's parents discovered S&M late in life, and your father forgot the safe word. Or you stumbled upon it. They've been doing this their whole life.
That's brutal.
Sorry. He might have been right. He might be right.
He's like, God damn it, what's the safe word?
Shit. You forgot